This mission trip to Puerto Rico was really an awesome experience. We did a lot of service work for the local church and the community.
And we said, whatever you want us to do, whether that's helping kids, whether that's helping the homeless. It turns out what they needed is some people to come alongside them and help them with some projects that they didn't have, I guess, the manpower or the finances to help with.
Just being around areas where they're a little bit less fortunate than we are here, I think it just really makes you feel how blessed we are, and you kind of look around and think, wow, we're very fortunate for the things that we have here, and makes you appreciate what you do have.
My favorite part of the trip to Puerto Rico was probably the church service, because I've never been somewhere where they speak another language.
Sometimes I think being a Christian, the narrow road, it can be a little lonely at times. But when you go to another country and you see believers over there worshiping and serving and being the hands and feet of Christ, it's such a good reminder that, it really isn't lonely to serve Christ. It sometimes feels like it, but people all over the world, are loving God and serving Him. And so that was just a good little personal reminder to me.
It kind of made me realize that just because we all speak different languages and live in different places doesn't mean that we all can't follow God.
As odd as it sounds, one of the things that I truly enjoyed the most was the work that we did.
It was hot, but out of the comfort zone kind of hot.
The first roof that we fixed, it wore me out. It was hot on the roof. For 2 days, we were up there in 90-some degree weather and humid.
We just transformed the exterior by just, pulling weeds, painting, and the men did a great job power washing, and the roof was a lot of work, and everything was just kind of transformed for the exterior.
What really touched me was the fact that we did it for an older couple, that both of them had Alzheimer's. The man had been very involved in the church before. He worked in a lot of different areas at church, and of course now he can't, and he's been a servant at that church for a long time, and now it was our turn to serve him. So I thought that was really cool.
The one thing that was really neat was our group from Crosshaven just really spanned the generations, from young to old and everything in between, and all of us worked side by side to accomplish the service work that we had set out to do.
One of the best things was getting to see kids work alongside their moms and dads, for kids to get to see grown adults be a good influence in their life and setting the example, being a model for how we serve other people.
Seeing how hard all the youth worked, I know this was definitely something. If I felt like there were some difficult moments, I know it was difficult for some of the youth to really grind it out. So it was really neat to see them just really digging down deep after lunchtime, especially when it was really, really hot. And we still had a whole nother side of the house to paint or more shrubs to hack out. And so I was really proud of the youth.
It was really fun helping people, being up on the roofs to seal the roofs and clean them up. It kind of made me realize that it's not really a burden to help other people. It kind of feels good to have Christ work through you and to help other people.
Also hearing my son say that this was an unforgettable experience for him, that would be something that I'll take away forever.
My favorite part of the mission trip in Puerto Rico was we just getting to go to the food banks and all the houses and helping all the people.
Just everything we did, I really felt like we were working hard and making a difference.
It was really neat just to be able to see the work progress and to see that we were actually having a noticeable impact. And the hope is that that impact just goes beyond sealing a roof or the landscaping work that was done, that it goes beyond packing things up at food pantry or cleaning up at a pet shelter. That impact has an eternal, lasting impact.
And there was a couple times when I think people had witnessed some neighbors that came walking by asking about what we were doing. So hopefully that planted a seed in them.
It's just funny how things that you would never expect work out and have an impact in ways that we would never know.
Just walking like Jesus it is something that doesn't need a translator. It crosses oceans, crosses any language barrier. The act of serving others, it speaks for itself.
It was really neat because the church service we went to on Sunday in Puerto Rico, the pastor preached from Romans chapter 10, verses 14 and 15.
Which is that awesome passage that says, how beautiful are the feet of those who bring good news. Like, hey, we're actually people who've come all the way over here to be the hands and feet of Jesus and to represent Christ and spread the good news of Christ.
And here we are in Puerto Rico on a mission trip, sharing the love of Christ through the service work that we did. And our feet were filthy, our feet were dirty. But to God, to Christ, to see that, to see those dirty feet, it's beautiful to him.
I would definitely go back to Puerto Rico.
Oh, I would love to go back. I would definitely go back.
I would do it again. I hope we do it next year. Or maybe somewhere else. Maybe we should go to Argentina.
We want to be a church that's on mission. Our church's mission is to introduce people to Jesus, develop their relationship with him, and send them out to impact the world. God says in Acts 1:8, we're supposed to go to Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and to the ends of the earth. All the above. But you don't have to wait for the next mission trip. We're literally on mission every day. When you go to work, when you go to school, when you walk around your neighborhood, we are to be on mission with God as his missionaries. So take the challenge to go be a missionary starting today.